Well, I really didn't play too much till I got grown. As a young kid, I didn't have too good of a banjo. They was all didn't have no frets on them, and I played a long time on a fretless. And
Hmm.
then I finally bought me a banjo from Sears and Roebuck, and which had frets. Then I just about had to learn over again.
You
But
said you what?
I, I said I bought one with frets on it, and I had to almost learn over again.
Oh, almost learn how to play all over again. Yeah.
Yeah, because the ones I had didn't have no frets on them.
Right. So it was like a whole new thing all over again. And yeah, I read
Oh yeah.
you kind of had a different, a unique picking style due to being self taught the way that you are.
Well, it's the old time way. It's more or less it's close to the original claw hammering.
Right. And with you saying old time, both of these records have some really unique old time tracks on them. I was even going to ask you if you remember where you happened to learn the song "Can I Sleep in Your Barn, Mister." That's on
Uh,
Curtis and the Cornstalk, and I'd never heard that track before.
oh, which one?
"Can I Sleep in Your Barn, Mister?"
Oh, that's an old timer. That goes way back to the 19 somewhere around from 25 to 32, somewhere along there during the depression. Where a lot of people was homeless and they'd sleep anywhere they could get a bed.
Right. Yeah, I liked that rendition, and I really loved your version of "The Man That Rode the Mule Around the World."
Oh yeah, there's two or three different versions of that.
Yeah, I thought you did a
I
great job.
just happened to pick that up from Charlie Poole.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Charlie Poole.
Oh, I am too.
And I was gonna say too, on both of these records, you sing "Hand Me Down My Walking Cane." So I was gonna ask if that's a special song to you or a favorite of yours.
A favorite?
Yeah, do you think "Hand Me Down My Walking Cane" that was on both tapes? Is that a favorite, or do you think is there a favorite you like to play?
I just like to play it. It's easy to play, and it's just a real old time song for what it is.
Right. Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. A lot of the stuff is really good old time tracks. And did you spend a lot of time at the Blaylock banjo store back in the day?
Well, back years ago I did. I don't anymore. I'm 90 years old now, and I can't get out too much.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, back when it was around, Brian Blaylock said you went over there once and gave him chewing tobacco when he was a kid and it made him sick.
Oh, it really made him sick. His mother, he'd watch me chew it. I chewed back then, and he kept on wanting some of that tobacco. His mother asked me, would I give him a chew of it? I told her, yeah, I'd give him some on it. I said, but it'll probably make him sick.
Hey, you
And
warned him.
oh, he chewed it, just like chewing gum, and he swallowed the juice. He did spit it out, and within 30 minutes, he was sick as he could be. And he laid on the couch and threw it up all over the house.
Yeah, he was laughing when he told me that.
Yeah, he can laugh about it now, but boy, he sure wasn't laughing then.
That reminds me. I had a great question. So when you played with Curtis in the Cornstalk, Greg Stevens is credited on there, and there's a picture of y'all on the record, but I don't know who that is. I know he played guitar, but was he in any other bands, or how did you come across him?
He was a disc jockey on the radio,
Oh, he's a disc
and
jockey.
yeah, he was a disc jockey, and I got acquainted with him through that, and we played together some, and Peanut Faircloth, he you might have heard of him,
Oh yeah.
and he was listening to us one day, and he told us if we'd come down to our merchant George. He'd put us on the stage. Well, we went down there, and sure enough, he did, and that's where we got started at.
And so when you were Curtis and the Cornstalk, that was just you and Greg playing together, right?
Yeah, we'd pick up a bass or about every time somebody that played bass with us. There's a bunch of people around them festivals,
Oh yeah.
and we had no trouble getting a bass. But it was just three of us. We didn't have no whole band.
Yeah. And was there any other groups you liked in the area, like the Dismembered Tennesseans? Was there anybody you liked to jam with back in the day?
Oh, they was a good band, just River Tennesseans,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there were several different bands around, And matter of fact, I just about forgot them now. I forgot the names of them. I've got tapes of them.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll have to get together sometime and see if there's anything I can digitize to make sure it's, kept for the future. But I also am offering to give you all the music of yours I've digitized if you ever want your tapes for, sentimental reasons or whatever it may be.
Yeah, we'll come by sometime, and I'll give you some. I've got tapes and CDs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get in touch with you and I'll see what's going on. I never want to be a bother. But you did remind me of another
Uh,
question. Did
Go
you
ahead.
meet Peanut Faircloth at a festival on Sand Mountain?
No,
I I
he
thought
lives. He lives.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
I read somewhere at one of the Leuven Brothers festivals on Sand Mountain. You met one of the boys you jammed with for a long time.
That was Ernie Barton.
Oh, okay. Were you acquainted with one of the Leuven Brothers?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
The
amazing.
other, the other one, he got killed before I got in with Charlie.
It's Ira,
And
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. I actually lived on Sand Mountain for a while, but I'm back in Chattanooga these days.
uh-huh.
But yeah, these are some great answers you're giving me, and I was gonna say, do you have like a favorite memory or kind of something that comes to mind when you think about your career in music? Do you have like a favorite
Uh,
thing or memory or moment?
it was just all a bunch of fun. I didn't have anything. Don't have anything favorite about it. It was a lot of fun, and the other bands we'd get out and jam together. And we was playing at the stage at night. I hardly ever got any sleep at night because everybody wanted to play.
Right.
uh, Peter Fairclough, he was on the radio too. He was disc jockey,
Yes.
and I got acquainted with him, and we started after he put us on the stage down there. Why, then he started playing with us, and we played together for about around 20 years. And
Yeah.
he went with me about then. From then on, he went with me about everywhere I went, and we got a hold of Ernie Barton. I met him up on the mountain, and there was Jim Shannon. He was a retired railroad engineer on the old steam engines. and
On the
we,
boats or what kind of steam engine do you remember?
the trains,
Oh, the
he
trains.
was a
Yeah.
conductor, not
Yeah,
a
Jim
conductor,
Shannon. His name was nicknamed Butterbean, right?
butterball.
Butterball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were some
And
good guys. I was gonna say, whenever I come by too, I'd love if you got any old pictures of you playing music or you in the band. I'd love to be able to scan those in so they're on an archives to where people can look back on them and when they listen to your music.
mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Come by some,
oh,
come
I,
by
I was gonna
sometime,
say,
and
oh,
I'll
sorry, I
give
didn't
you
mean to
some
interrupt.
more music,
I didn't
sir.
mean to interrupt you there. I was gonna say I'll come by Thursday or Friday. I'm actually free both days this week.
Well, let me know because my wife, she's sick, and I have to carry her to the doctor or the hospital pretty regular.
Yes, sir.
And we'll try to make some date when she won't be having to go to the doctor.
Yes, sir.
You
Well, yeah,
call
I'll
me.
get in touch
We'll
with you
make.
about that.
All right.
And
And
I do have some more questions. I won't take up too much of your time. I do appreciate you. Um, Uh, yeah. How did you become affiliated and start playing music at the Museum of Appalachia?
Well, they had an audition here in Chattanooga.
That's interesting.
No, that was the other thing. I went up and talked to John Rice Irving. He was the man that run it. He owned it,
Mm-hmm.
and I played the banjo for him, and he recorded it. And one morning was the and I went up there with Tom and played some of it on the stage.
Uh huh.
Oh, he didn't have a band, and so that's how we got started. He invited us up, and then once we played up there, we always invited us back every year.
You cut out for a second there. Is the phone still by your face by any chance? The sound kind of got a little quieter.
Oh, I don't know. The phone might be running down. I don't know.
There
Got
we
it.
go. That sounds a little bit better. I didn't get to hear the
Yeah.
latter end of that, but basically, so you did a banjo playing in a contest for the owner at the time of Museum of Appalachia, and that led to you.
Oh, I went up there. I went up there with Tom Morgan. He was another musician, and I played on the stage with him. And Mr. Irwin, he invited us up the next year, and we played it for ever since. Till they shut it down.
And you ended up doing music up there on and off for 16 years, just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good long while. That's very impressive. There's some videos on YouTube, some cool videos of you performing from back in the day.
You know, I don't know. I guess there's people out in the audience with cameras every time we was up there. But I never did get on the videos.
Oh yeah, I'll show you when I come by. I'll show you some of those videos.
Okay.
But yeah. So that was basically all I wanted to do was just talk about Greg Stevens because there's just a little bit of holes in the music history here in town. So there wasn't really much information about what all. I knew he was part of Curtis and the Cornstalk, but there wasn't much information about him and his history. And I wanted to just chat with you one on one, and I appreciate you taking the time and see, if there was just anything you wanted to say, and you've given me a lot of really good stories and a lot of really cool information. And there's a really good
Yeah.
resurgence right now of old time music. There's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going on, so it's still alive and well in the community.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh yeah. And whenever you got these tapes made, you got them made through a company called Crystal Ink Manufacturing? Do you have any memories of that company? And by any chance, this is just a wild card question.
Well, it's out of business now.
Yeah, they are out
They,
of business. They've made so many cassettes from around this area, and if it weren't for them, most of all the local music I digitize is from them.
yeah, it was up the road here from me about a half an hour,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
and I'd go to Dayton, and uh, get the copy of what we done. We'd look for it, and we'd spend a half a day or more making some of the tape. Sometimes we'd go back next week, and do some more of it,
right.
and and then I'd bring it down here to Crystal, and they would make copies I wanted.
There we go.